Being good-natured is being what we really originally are. We are originally, intrinsically, naturally good. That is our real nature. It is that nature which gets defiled by mental impurities. For example, anger that births the mind, that destroys the original purity of the mind. Anger is not our natural nature. It comes to us. We import it. It is foreign to us. Even greed, jealousy, anxiety, fear, all mental defilements as these are foreign to us. Therefore, being pure-minded means being original minded. There is our original mind. Enlightenment means nothing but realizing our original mind. Our original mind has two aspects. Our working mind, and beyond that there's a non-working mind. Our working mind consists of our thinking. We think of things that we like, dislike, or that we are ignorant of. That means all our thoughts are based on foreign defilements imported into our mind. But our real original working mind is not thinking, but being sensitive, being aware. Awareness is what happens to us unintentionally, naturally. Our sense organs, if we are living, lively sense organs become sensitive to their respective sense objects. And our eye, ear, nose, tongue, skin send us signals. Not only those external sense organs, but our internal sense organ. Our brain also sends signals of past memories, ideas that we have retained in our hard disk called our brain. That is also an organ, but inner organ. It also sends signals and our mind becomes aware. In fact, our mind naturally becomes aware of signals sent by the 5 external organs: eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin, as well as the signals sent by the inner organ called our brain that has retained memories of the past experiences as mental pictures, mental images. These images appear in our mind automatically, without our deliberation. Our thinking is based on our awareness of those sense of signals. That is done deliberately with an intention. That means we think of things that we like, we think of things that we dislike, and we think of things that we do not know or that we are ignorant of. They happen on the basis of our self-center. I is there. Liking means I like. Disliking means I dislike. Ignorance means I do not know. I is the center of our likes, dislikes, and ignorance. They are mental defilements. It means the idea of self, called Sakkaya Ditthi in Pali, is created by mental defilements. Pure mind is free of mental defilements. Free of mental defilement means free of thinking. It's a non-thinking mind. Awareness is there. When there is no awareness, awareness is there, but beyond that awareness, there is an emptiness. That is when you get really absorbed in the trance called trance of enlightenment. In Pali it is called Sanya Vedaita Nirodha. Sanya means electric signals sent by signals to the mind. Vedaita means mind becoming aware of them, being conscious of them. Enlightenment trance means Nirodha, Sanya Vedaita Nirodha Samapatti. The mind becomes unaware of mental signals, that is, it has get absorbed in the emptiness, the original emptiness of the mind. The mind free of all images. Even awareness means we become conscious of mental images. Our mind creates mental images. When we hear a voice, we recognize it as our fathers, mothers, brothers, or wives, or husbands, somebody else is known to us. That means a mental image is created. We see a figure. The mind recognizes that figure as a tree, as a river, as a building, as a mother, father, brother, etc. That means we become aware of the mental image created based on our memories. That is knowledge. In fact, our thinking is based on our knowledge. The pure mind is beyond knowledge. That pure mind does not do anything bad. It is silent. But that purity is built up, can be built up gradually. For example, our normal mind is thinking mind, based on our likes, dislikes, and ignorance. But we can control our thinking, free of hatred, free of anger, free of jealousy, free of ill will, etc. We can think free of the evil nature of our mind, and therefore wholesome thoughts. In Pali they are called kusala kamma. That is the first advice given by the Buddha for his first 20 years to his disciple for enlightenment. The first step, sabba papa sakarana. Refrain from evil thinking. Sabba papa sakarana. Kusala supasampada. Maintain wholesome thinking, good thinking. When thinking is good, the mind is pleased, the mind is pleasant, the mind is happy. When we are good, it brings us pleasure. It brings us joy. When we are angry, the mind is unhappy. When there is tension or stress, the mind is unhappy. When there is fear, the mind is unhappy. When there is jealousy, the mind is unhappy. We pollute our own mind through our evil thinking. The Buddha, as a path to enlightenment, said, be good in your thinking. Good thinking. Samma sankappo. That is the word used by the Buddha. Samma means good. Sankappa means thoughts. And Samma vacha means good words. They originate in good ideas, sammaditthi, good opinions. They are all mental creations. Ideas are mental creations. Samma sankappa, the ideas are mental creations. Attitude, the good attitude or bad attitude, they are mental creations. But they advocated good attitude, sammaditthi. Because of good attitude, good thoughts are born, good ideas, good images, samma sankappa. Because we have a good attitude to things and we have good ideas, samma sankappa, we speak something good. Therefore, being good in our thoughts is the first step to enlightenment. When we are free of, when our mind is free of bad thoughts, is full of good thoughts, is a mind of pleasure. It is a source of pleasure. For example, it is a source of pleasure to be kind-hearted, good-hearted, generous, helpful, benevolent. That is our good nature. But that good nature too has an original defect. We get attached to our own good nature. That is a mental defilement, attachment. Attachment, we get attached to good thoughts because we resent bad thoughts. Resenting bad thought itself is a defilement. Getting attached to good thought itself is a mental defilement. Being ignorant of the real nature of thoughts, they are only mental images, not reality. They are reflections in our mind, like reflections in a mirror, like a picture, like what happens in a video screen, TV screen, cinema screen. They are pictures, like they are mental pictures, mental images. We become pleased with mental images thinking that they are real. That is our ignorance. That is the real nature of our mind in action. It gets defiled, even by good thoughts. Because we get attached to good thoughts. We get attached to good thoughts because we resent bad thoughts. And we get attached or resent good thoughts through the ignorance that they are not real, they are illusions, they appear to be so, but they are not so. All are mental reflections. Therefore, our mind gets defiled by our likes, dislikes, and ignorance. The mind is pleasant when there's pleasure in the mind to which we get attached to. This third step given by the Buddha for the disciple for the first 20 years was Sachitta Pariyodapana. Purify the mind. Purify the mind of its attachment. There are 3 steps on the path to enlightenment. First, Sabba Papasa Karana. Free, getting devoid of bad thoughts, evil nature of mind. Refrain from being evil mentally, verbally, and physically. Our activities. Free of evil mental activity called thinking, being free of evil speech, and being free of evil physical activities. That is the first step, Sabba Papasa Karana. Kusala Supasampada, then we do good, what is pleasant, what pleases us is supposed to be good. But when we do good, maybe our generosity, maybe our kindness, maybe our compassion, our good nature, we get attached to our good nature. That attachment is a defilement. Therefore, purify the mind of those defilements. Therefore, the shortcut taught by the Buddha for enlightenment in the Bhaya Sutta, he advised a recluse. Ditte dittamatang, when you see, just become aware of it. Don't think of them. That means do not like them or dislike them or ignore them. Be alert, be attentive. There must be attention, the sati, awareness. Pure awareness, sati parisuddhi. That is issued by the Buddha. Let there be pure awareness of sensations, but don't think of them. And that is the pure mind, the mind of highest good nature. But the nirvana is even beyond awareness. Buddha said, nirvana is atakkavachara. You can't think of it. You can't be aware of it. Animitta, it is not an object of the mind, the real nirvana. Sunyata, it is void. It is emptiness. It is empty of all mental images. Mind becomes empty of mental images, even sensory signals, creating mental pictures, mental images. That is the highest bliss that one can attain. Even to create mental images, energy must be used. Physical energy has to be used. Mental energy has to be used. Energy is burning the mind to a higher or lesser degree. We enjoy pleasant thinking because the heat is a pleasant level. We hate bad thinking, hatred, anger, jealousy, etc. because they are too high degree of heat, burning the mind. Warming the mind, and we can enjoy it. Enjoy the pleasure of a warm mind. And beyond the heat and the warm lies nirvana with no heat. In Sinhala, it is called nirvana. Nirvana means free of burning, freedom from burning, freedom from heat. It means freedom from universal energy. Universal energy is nothing but a creativity. The mind free of creativity, no creation, no mental images. It is empty. It is the emptiness of the mind which is our real nature. And that is nothing but nirvana. But to reach that level, as I mentioned earlier, we had to go through three main steps as Buddha taught for his first 20 years after enlightenment. Sabba papa sakarana, free from evil activities. Kusala Sampada, being engaged in good activities. Sachitta Pariyodapana, the mind becomes free of attachment to good thoughts and resentment of bad thoughts, and ignorance of the real nature of mental images. Therefore, our original nature, the real goodness, is free of likes, dislikes, and ignorance. But there is awareness. Until you get absorbed in the emptiness of the mind. But while living, the mind forms images of signals sent by sense organs. Awareness is there. Even enlightened ones are aware. Their sense organs are aware and their mind is aware. Their sensitivity is there. But it is pure sensitivity. Sensitivity is the basis of all our virtues. If we are sensitive, we don't harm ourselves, harm others. That means we do not hurt ourselves, nor do we hurt others. That means we are blissful. Our good nature is basically is being free of the bad nature, sabba papa sakarana, from our evil nature. Then once we maintain our good nature, we gradually realize even our good nature is temporary. Good thoughts are coming and passing away. Good nature. We may be kind-hearted, but may not be able to be kind-hearted throughout. It gets disturbed. We may have compassion, it may get disturbed. We may have a peaceful mind, but that peace gets disturbed. Then we realize that even the attachment to our own goodness is bad. Therefore, our real nature is free of attachment, resentment, and ignorance of the reality of things that appear to be real in our mind.